the hauntings of the Alkimos. Some of us may have even read the book Ghost of the Alkimos, written by Jack and Barry Sue. Some of Jack's other works included Blood on Borneo, which is a great read. Jack was Australia's most loved and decorated war hero. He also won a Distinguished Conduct Medal for his efforts in the war, and today we've been lucky enough to be invited down to the Jack Sue Building in Midland to meet his son, Barry. So Barry, this building's been in your family for many decades, I believe?
Yep. Dad and I bought this in 1984, just before the end of the year, 84. It's got a fascinating history, the building itself.
Has it always been a dive shop?
No, for the last, right up until about 2009 when we lost Dad, from about 84, was our time here at this building. But we had two big stores in Perth City, one in Hay Street where Cloister Square is, 871 Hay Street, and then we moved around to 486 Murray Street.
Yep.
And we had that store going when we opened up this one at Midland.
What history do you know of the building in the earlier days, before your family bought the building?
Yeah.
Do you know any of its past history?
A little bit. I believe the building was erected around about 1902, 104, somewhere in there, 02, 04. Originally it was known as the Loco Coffee Palace. Loco as in locomotive, right on the railway line here. And an old lady and her family had this as a boarding house and a coffee shop. Next door there was number 6 on Leonard Street, and where we're standing now is number 8. So she had the two lots. And on that side, she used to supply a 3-course meal for 30 men every day at lunchtime. They'd come over from the Midland workshops for a 3-course lunch. And then after the old girl died, apparently the family moved on, and I believe it became a well-known brothel.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. It was a well-known brothel for about 30-odd, 40-odd years, from what I can gather. I haven't seen it documented properly, but I know that that's right. And then after that, of course, when we bought the place, it was a 2-story Chinese restaurant. So as you see, right all the way through here and upstairs were tables, chopsticks, bowls. When Dad and I walked in here, I thought Dad was going crazy when he wanted to buy this. I said to him, what are we going to do? Go into the Chinese restaurant business? You know, we're a diving store. He said, no, we'll turn this into a diving store.
So Barry, Jack Sue was a very well-known man in his time and a decorated war hero. Can you tell us a little bit of the early life of Jack?
Sure. Dad grew up in Aberdeen Street, or Northbridge area. His father was a full-blood Chinese. His mother was Australian-born Chinese, as Dad was. And they were pretty poor. Dad's father was a Chinese doctor, a herbalist, as we would call him. And the family was rather poor all the way through their life. He went down to Fremantle on the Tuesday afternoon, signed up to get onto a Norwegian aviation octane tanker, which was the Norwegian Merchant Navy. And took his mate Bruce Lindersmith with him, and only 16, too young to go to war. Put his age up, forged his parents' signatures, went to war on the Norwegian tanker. He was there for about 9-10 months, and then he paid off the ship in Melbourne when it got back, after having been through the Middle East and seen a lot of ships being sunk and so forth, a lot of submarine damage. And then he came back, caught a train back to Perth, tried to join the Navy. The Navy said, we don't want you because your father's a Chinaman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Dad said, oh. So he left in disgust, went around the corner in Barrack Street, joined the Royal Australian Air Force.
So what was his main duty during the war days in World War II?
3 months after he started on the high sea rescue boats, the SC rescue boats, he was, when the boat came in one day and tied up at the bottom of Mill Street there, he was summoned by his boss and said, get your Air Force blues on and get up, somebody wants to meet you upstairs. So he went up there, and it was a British officer who spoke fluent Chinese, and Dad was then indoctrinated into Z Special Unit, which was the mother unit to which SAS was formed later on after World War II.
Oh, wow. A lot of that was explained in his book, Blood in Borneo?
Yes, yeah. That book, by the way, most of it was written in this very shop. And we self-published that book here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did that in 2001. We launched it on the 17th of August. We self-published it, and we didn't expect it to be a big seller.
It's definitely a great read, and what's fascinating about the book is you can pick it up and you can read chapter 1, but then you don't have to go on to chapter 2.
No, you can
decide, hey, tonight I'm going to read chapter 4.
Yes.
Tonight, the next night I'm going to read chapter 11. So reading Jack's books, and I know the ghost of Alkimos you had a lot to do with as well, and realising that he was such a character, he also had a belief in the paranormal, we believe as well. So he had obviously personal experiences, things that he wanted to share with others, and he obviously was told many stories from other people, especially relating around the Alkimos. So he used to dive at the Alkimos.
Yep.
And spend a lot of time there?
Yeah, very much so. Dad's synonymous with the wreck.
Yeah.
It first wrecked on the 30th of June up on the beach just south of Yanchep there. And it was being towed to Hong Kong for repairs. And the tow rope snapped in a storm. One of those maritime scary stories where the ship snaps a tow rope and comes in the dark. Well, it crashed up on the beach and sat there for about 9 months. They couldn't get it off the beach. So eventually when they did, they anchored it there. It snapped the chains at the hawser pipes, probably during a big groundswell, and without any power it went out to sea, turned around, and it came back in on the coast and it slid up on a limestone outcrop and just snapped its back, and that's where it stayed. That's where it is now.
So Barry, have you had any personal experiences in this store here that you couldn't explain?
Yeah. Now this may sound a bit strange to you, but when we were writing The Ghost of the Alkimos, I wrote most of book 2, and I wrote it at that desk, which was exactly in that position as it is now. And it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was actually writing the epilogue to the book, and I was feeling very emotional because I dedicated it to the woman who was murdered on board the ship. And as I was sitting there, I heard paper rustling upstairs, and it sounded like someone shaking newspaper.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So I thought, geez, wonder what that is. I stopped and I looked at the clock and I thought, geez, 3 o'clock in the morning, oh man, I ought to be packing up and getting out of here.
And it had to happen at 3 o'clock, didn't it? Witching out.
It was 3 o'clock. Yeah, it was right on 3. When I looked at the watch, I thought, 3 o'clock. Now one day, I was out the back here and I was coming through the door and I was walking into the main shop over here. And as I got to about here, now look, this sounds crazy, and
you're talking to us here.
I saw a woman. We had mannequins. We had a mannequin on the corner where that bottle is, that cylinder is. I had another one over there. I had one in the wall just behind this one here, right on the end. And as I came through here, I knew the place was empty, and I was doing business hours. The door was unlocked. The public could walk in. I saw a woman walk in behind here. She had a cloak on and a hat, and she walked in here behind this mannequin. And the mannequin was about an inch off this wall. It was standing right here like this. She had a wetsuit on and had mannequins to greet people as they came in. And this woman walked in here. And I got round to here and I rubbed my eyes and thinking, I must be seeing things. It was in the middle of the day. I wasn't drunk. I hadn't been drinking. I saw someone walk in here. Well, Andy, why don't you and the boys stay the night here and see whether you can come up with some communication from the other side.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
You might hear the old lady. I believe that occasionally she has been known to,
What's crazy that it seems, I hope so.
Yeah. All right, well, good luck. I'll leave you to it. Okay?
No worries. Well,
I'll lock you in.
oh dear.
All the best, boys.
Cheers, mate.
See you.
See ya.
That's it. It's going to be a big night tonight. Let's get into it.
Let's do it, boys.
Yeah, so we finally came. We've met Barry. We had a good old chat with him, and he's told us all the possible hot spots that we're going to try and see if we can get anything to happen. And we're now going to start setting everything up and see what we can come up with.
Is anyone still here that would like to speak to us? Jack, are you still here? I just felt like on my left arm there, like a real light brush. I wasn't anywhere near that corner, just on my left arm, real lightly. If that was you, can you let us know? And just let us know your name. You speak through our spirit box here.
What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like a woman.
It sounded like... Did you hear that?
Yeah. Can you speak a bit louder for us?
Was that the spirit box or was it an EVP?
I'm not sure.
Or not even EVP,
I
it
thought
was
it came
just
through
an
the speaker.
actual voice that we all heard with
I
our
don't
own
get
ears.
any radio whatsoever,
No.
which is great. Let's see if we get a... We're obviously getting high EMF readings.
Just in there, yeah.
So let's see.
Was that yours doing it now, Andy?
This is
That's the other one. I don't get it.
If there's anyone here, please don't be shy. Just come forward and...
What?
No,
Well, hasn't been doing it for ages.
we have to review that. I didn't quite
Was that you that we just heard? Can you say that again?
This is going off.
I don't get it.
Right here.
Why here?
There's no reason for it. But you know the thing is, what backs this story is just apparently where that poor lady passed away.
Yeah.
Now in here, this is where Patricia showed me that the mum died up here. Those days, of course, the floor plan was a little bit different. They're all bedrooms. I forget which way the rooms ran now, but apparently mum died up here. And
Around this particular spot.
yeah, right here.
Well, it's definitely got a bit of a different feeling up here. It's definitely a bit of a different ambience, for sure. We're coming here respectfully, and we'd just like to make contact with you.
With me? Did that say with me?
With me. Yes, with you. We're coming here respectfully, and we'd just like to make contact with you.
With me?
G'day, if there's anyone still residing here, our names are Darren, Andrew, and Ivan. We mean no harm. And we come here with complete respect to you and this building. Can you still stand?
Yeah.
Did you hear that little knock then?
Yeah. What?
What the f***? Is that you, Andy?
No. Shh.
Sound like some downstairs.
Let's go down.
Oh man, I swear I heard a man talk then.
Might be someone down there.
Oh, I'm all cold.
Is that door open for?
Yeah.
Was this door open?
Yeah.
Are you feeling cold right now?
My heart rate's jumped to 104.
Is someone down here? I swear I heard a man's voice just then.
Yeah?
There was no one here.
When I was
Yeah.
coming down the stairs, and I'm all cold as man. Goosebumps. Like, look, you got a torch?
Yeah.
Goosebumps all up my arm. You see that?
I've got the shakes.
So there's no one out there, is there?
There's no one here.
It sounded like it came from downstairs.
Yeah, it's definitely down here.
Can you still stand?
Yeah.
Did you hear that little knock then?
Yeah. What?
What the Is that you, Andy?
No.
Can you still stand?
Yeah.
Did you hear that little knock then?
Yeah. What?
What the Is that you, Andy?
No.
Can you still stand?
Yeah.
Did you hear that little knock then?
Yeah. What?
What the Is that you, Andy?
No. I was expecting to see someone down here.
Yeah, it sounded like someone was down here. If that's you letting us know you're here, thank you. But please, don't hesitate. Just come and join us. We mean absolutely no harm at all. We're just inquisitive,
All that was me.
and we just want to make contact with you. It's definitely got that feel about it, eh? Like someone's just watching us and...
Since we heard that big bang, or stomp, whatever it is, I feel like we're being watched.
Is there anyone in here with us that would like to have a chat? Now's the time. Just speak up really loudly.
What the...
What was that noise?
Did that come from behind you?
No, I thought that came from behind you.
I thought it came from your left with that light flickering.
I thought that was from behind you, Darren.
It's all around.
It definitely feels like we're being watched.
Yeah.
Are you watching us right now? Do one big bang if you're watching us.
I thought I heard it like a little bang.
Yeah.
So it's been a massive afternoon. We've done a lot of filming. I think we're all pretty exhausted, pretty tired, and we really want to give this place a good shot. So it's probably better if we do majority of our investigating in the early hours of the morning. So
Great.
let's have a kip, eh, guys?
Let's do it.
And freshen up.
Recharge.
Freshen up for a few hours, and then we can really hit this place really good.
And maybe they'll get used to us spinning around.
Right.
You can sleep in the hallway, Andy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't believe you talked me into it.
We've been at a few nice hotels, but this is a bit silly, isn't it?
It's not the crowd, is it?
No. I think I'll leave my shoes on so I can run down if I need to.
All right, guys, we had a good nap there, and we're ready to go. The good thing about starting at this time is there's definitely no noise contamination from outside.
It's much better. Like, it's just dead quiet out there now, so come with me, guys. I'll show you what I've done with the cameras. So before I sleep, we sort of try to work out where were some good locations, and I think we've got these pretty much well locked in. So we've got the very top one up here that is shooting down the hallway upstairs. We've put a laser grid in there to see if we might be able to pick up some movement as well. Camera 2 also upstairs. It's just pointing from the front of the building back to the back of the building in the function room up there. We've got camera 3 downstairs, and that's basically just behind us over here, and that's facing through to the stairwell and the kitchen just behind in the double doors there. And one thing we've got to watch out for is the dust up here is just shocking. It's terrible. So we try and keep that dust level down by not walking too much. And then camera 4 is basically front door facing us where we are now. So I think it's going to be a good night, boys. What do you reckon?
We've got it pretty well covered, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean,
And, you know, even when I was sleeping downstairs here, you guys heard me talking and trying to get some responses. I had my recorder going. The REM pod was spiking. I felt like I was being watched. There was noises all around me.
yeah, we had that upstairs. We had the odd noise. So I think we'll just go use the spirit box down here and see what we can catch.
Let's do it, boys. The strangest thing is when we were sleeping, I was downstairs. The REM pod just kept going off. It was just like a firecracker. It was like someone was there, didn't want me to go to sleep.
Okay, so this is where we had all the spikes with the REM pod. It's still down there. You can see it's not going off at all. So we've got a bit of activity happening down here also with the EMF. It's in the same location. There's a definite little hot spot about here somewhere. I don't know why, but
I thought I heard a woman's voice then.
well, this is where I think I heard that male voice through the headphones. Right, if you remember.
This room was very popular. We had this room completely decked out with memorabilia of the diving game. We had hard hat divers over there. We had a big television on the stage there. We had all diving memorabilia through here. It was fantastic.
I just had a whisper.
Oh, really? What do you think you heard?
I don't know. It actually sounded like a whisper. Like,
Oh, really? Divers over there. We had a big television on the stage there. We had all diving memorabilia through here. It was fantastic.
I just had a whisper.
Oh, really? What do you think you heard?
I don't know. It actually sounded like a whisper. Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard before.
Why have that with my ears? Are you here with us tonight? This box I've got in my hand, it allows you to speak to us. Just take a bit of time, learn how it works, how you're able to manipulate it. Also, isn't it? You had the REM pod was going off when I was on sleep.
It's like it almost wouldn't let me sleep. I'm getting the odd spike though. Whoa! Whoa! I'm getting some pretty big spikes on this K2. Whee! All the way to the red! Whee!
Is that you doing that? Can you step away from it? Step away from it so all the lights go off.
You just did.
Did it?
Yep. No lights on now. What was that?
I think that was possibly radio. I mean, we've had no radio for so long now. Was that you just then? Is everyone here with us? Can you please say hello? Jack, are you with us tonight?
What was that? What was that?
Was that you just then trying to come through? Try again.
What was that?
green lights that you see in the hallway, they won't hurt you, I promise. Just a little grid of lights just to... Just feel like you hear these odd bits in the distance.
We just had something shoot past the window then.
Outside?
Yeah, on the left-hand window, it was bright and it just shot past the window, going up. It was like a big ball of light.
Just feel like you hear these odd bits in the distance.
We just had something shoot past the window then. Whoa!
Jesus.
Did you get that? Someone is in here with us. If you're in this room here with us, and we can hear you, and that is you that we hear, you don't need to be shy or scared. We have complete respect for your building. Can you just...
What was that?
There's a bit of a rattle on that window. That's the window, I swear, I saw something just shoot up.
What was that bang? I didn't hear a bang.
Yeah, bang.
No.
I'm hearing noises all around me. Can you make the REM pod spike again, or even the K2 meter that I've got in my hand? We have complete respect for your building. Can you just...
What was that?
There's a bit of a rattle on that window. That's the window, I swear, I saw something just shoot up.
What was that bang?
I didn't hear a bang.
Do you hear bang?
I'm hearing noises all around me. You guys want to go back downstairs and check out our still cameras?
Yeah, let's do
See
it.
what's been happening down there?
No dramas.
Actually, nah, second thoughts. Andy, you stay up, mate.
Guys.
What? You'll be alright.
Alright.
What do you mean?
Okay.
No, come on, we'll lock this. You'll be alright, mate.
Alright. No dramas.
Just walk around, see if you can hear any EVPs. Sorry, mate, we had to talk to him, didn't we?
Yeah, it's a good idea actually. I like that.
Good luck.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
If you need us, just scream.
Tell you what, this place is amazing. We have had such an active night tonight. We're all a bit tired, a bit drained, but it was so worth it, and we just can't wait to get through and look through all our video, audio, and see if we've caught anything even more than we know we've caught.
We're just so grateful that we've been given the chance to investigate in this iconic building. Jack Sue is a name that is very well known, especially in Western Australia, but not only that, Australia-wide. So to be given the opportunity to investigate here, a massive privilege. So it's been 2 months now since we investigated the Jack Sue building, and today we've decided to come down and meet Barry and Michelle again and show them some of the evidence that we caught on the night and see what they think about it. So Barry, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too,
mate. And Michelle,
Yeah, how you
nice
going?
to see you.
Yeah.
And Barry, I believe you've brought your daughter Priscilla along.
Yes.
Nice to see you too,
Me too.
Priscilla. Are you ready for us to show you what we caught?
Yeah, looking
Oh,
forward
yeah.
to it.
Let's do it. We come in here respectfully, and we just like to make contact with you.
With me?
What did it say?
With
With me.
It's like a
Yeah.
male voice?
So the white noise that you hear at the moment is a spirit box, so that's transferring through radio frequencies very quickly, and spirits are known to communicate with us through this device. We've
Okay.
caught many voices with it.
They
Okay.
call it white noise.
Yeah,
And supposedly
yeah.
they can
Yeah.
talk to you through the white noise of
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
And this is what we're using right now.
And just go stand. Did you do that?
That?
Yeah.
So they cut.
Oh!
So they've been up for hours, like that, hours.
Hours.
That doesn't happen. And just go stand.
Oh,
You see the hand above it?
Did you see that pixels? Or was
You
it
see that
hand?
black shadow above it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We actually got it from two angles, but this is not the best angle. But
That's the thing, the black shadow above it makes that really cool. What did you think about the evidence with the case closing?
Oh, well, that's good. This hard set, well, the case was just there, and I even tried to close that lid myself, and there's no way that it could have closed by itself like that. So I vouch for what I saw. I agree wholeheartedly with what I saw. The noise was very strong, and also the same noise. So there was no difference in sound. I took particular notice of that. So yeah, that well, how do we explain that? But the film tells the story. So it's all there to see. The building itself, I think, is really an icon to Midland. It's really a perpetual trophy. It's situated at the entrance of the redevelopment of Midland, which is now expanding again. It's getting bigger and bigger. This is the year 2018, and there's all sorts of plans for improvements along this metered area here. So in the near future, we're going to see a tremendous new expansion in this part of town. There's going to be a lot of cafe lattes and entertainment areas. This building here is an icon, and it comes from an era, a time warp of long ago, where the steam locomotives came through town. They were built here, the carriages were built here. There was a tremendous junction, that's what it was called, Midland Junction, a junction from the eastern states to WA. This is where it all started from, into the city and out of the city. And this building has been sitting here since the Midland workshops across the road. Then, of course, the post-war history. It's a tremendous history in this building. It's had a lot of different avenues and venues. It's hosted different things from time to time. I think this has got a wonderful opportunity for the future, whatever that may be for this building. But I can tell you one thing, it will always be loved. The locals, you can ask any locals around here, please don't take Jack Sue's name off the building. Please keep it. We've grown up with this building, we love it. So it's going to be an icon, a perpetual trophy for Midland.